Hi, my name is Lydia O'Leary. I'm from Salem, New Hampshire. But about 17 years ago, my husband and we took in my brother because he was hitting a rough spot. And we found out that he was addicted to drugs, and he was surprising. It wasn't from a family where that was a major thing. But we learned two things from taking my brother in. Number one, we learned that addiction can touch everybody. And number two, we learned that recovery is 100% possible. Not just being in recovery for the rest of your life, but becoming fully recovered. Since then, my husband and I have taken in over 100 to 150 people into our home and walked them through this process.
I moved into this house about 2 years ago, coming out of a life of depression. I spent a couple weeks in a hospital. I tried to kill myself, had no hope for life whatsoever. And today, my life is so full, and I have so much joy and pleasure in life.
I think it was 2013. I was pregnant, I was homeless, I was addicted to heroin and crack and cocaine and all that. Such a long story, but they really helped me get off of drugs and walk me through what it was to live a normal life and be a mother. And towards the tail end, that's when Adam had moved in, and me and him became best of friends. And he asked me out on a date, and we started dating, and shortly after he asked me to marry him, and I said yes, and now we're married. And it's really amazing how God brought both of our lives together.
I got clean and sober from meth and heroin and alcohol about a year and a half ago. I was using heavily, and I knew that I had to get help. I didn't understand my value, and have since in the last year and a half been able to start my own business, and I recently got married this year.
We began to see that people were made up of body, mind, and spirit. And to address just one of those issues was never enough. It was never enough to just try and get somebody to be sober, healthy physically, without addressing their mental, emotional needs and their spiritual needs. It was never enough to just speak to a spiritual need without addressing the physical and the emotional needs. So we created a program that walks people from wherever they're at, from their areas of brokenness into wholeness. Time magazine caught on to what my husband and I were doing through our home. Der Spiegel, the largest news magazine in Europe, has flown their reporters over to our house to ask our opinion on what society should be doing to help those who are broken and in need of a hand up. Now we've been given an opportunity. There's far too many people who need help than what we can bring into our home. A local businessman has decided that he is willing to give us a chance. He's going to let us use his building, this massive 30,000 square foot building, to be able to help those who need a community that cares. But we can't do this alone. We need your help. This building is in need of massive repair. I'm asking you, will you come in and will you join with us? Will you join with what's making a statement around the country and around the world and show that this issue matters, and we're not going to stand by as a community anymore and watch people fall to the wayside? Will you come and say, listen, I can contribute money, I can contribute labor, I can contribute materials. Will you come alongside in one way or another to help us get this going? Because we can't do it without you. If this is something you think you can do, you can contact us through our email at theworkshop179@gmail.com.